position of the track is laid out on the floor, guided by a CAD-generated design. Care is taken to ensure the track is precisely positioned. A plumb laser is used to pinpoint the exact location of each track bracket that will be mounted on the ceiling. Once the track layout is complete and the track bracket locations determined, target holes are drilled through the suspended ceiling. Holes are then drilled in the concrete deck above to establish anchoring points for the threaded rod. Expansion anchors are inserted and set. If the suspended ceiling is acoustic tile, threaded rod is inserted through the target hole, with the cover plate and nut installed on the back side to add support. The rod is then threaded up and into the installed anchor. If the suspended ceiling is constructed of drywall and access to the structure above is not possible, a pressure nut is inserted. While holding the nut with the attached zip tie, the rod is threaded through the pressure nut and up into the ceiling anchor. The pressure nut tool is used to back the nut down the rod until it is snug and providing support on the back side of the drywall. The location of the track bracket may require the threaded rod be secured to a steel joist or suspended between joists using Unistrut. Excess threaded rod exposed below the suspended ceiling is trimmed to a rough length. Where the distance from the ceiling anchor structure, rod anchor point, to the drop ceiling, rod exit point, exceeds 305 millimeters, a lateral support may be required. The support is attached to the ceiling structure or anchored to the deck and laterally dropped to the exit point of the threaded rod. Where a connection is made to the threaded rod at the suspended ceiling point. Once installed, the anchored threaded rod, in combination with two lateral support connection points, forms a solid anti-sway device. If an obstruction above the ceiling will not allow conventional anchoring, and the bracket location falls between joists, Unistrut provides the solution. The secured Unistrut spans the joist gap, and with the use of a T-nut, the rod is threaded up through the strut and fastened in place. Cover plates, shims if required, and ceiling brackets are secured to the threaded rod using washers and lock nuts. A rotary laser is used to level the bracket and determine the degree of shimming each may require for the track to be set perfectly level. Shims are added or removed as necessary to compensate for variations in the drop ceiling. A threaded rod cover in combination with shims is used to add support when the track needs to be suspended below the ceiling. In applications where the ceiling is not suspended but secured to wood joists, the track bracket can be lag bolted directly to the joist. When the track must run parallel to the joists, a section of Unistrut is lag bolted to the joists, spanning the gap, providing the anchoring point. A pressure nut is positioned in the channel of the exposed section of color-coordinated Unistrut, and the track bracket is shimmed and secured to the pressure nut. This method provides a secure and unobtrusive fastening solution. Track joints are prepared by setting spring pins in the lower channels of one of the track sections. Track sections are snapped up in place on the installed brackets. Using a specialized wrench, the black bracket cam is rotated 1/4 turn, locking the track to the ceiling bracket. At track joints, the spring pin tool is used to tap both pins along the channel until they span the joint, ensuring perfect alignment. Track brackets span all joints. Secondary cams are inserted, rotated, and locked in place on both sides of the joint, adding support and aiding alignment. When necessary, the track can be removed by unlocking the cams and sliding the bracket release tool in and under the bracket's wings. With the track in place, a thorough cleaning removes any dirt and debris. The installation is now ready for the lift. End stops and end caps are now installed in the open ends of the track run. The project concludes with the side-mounted lift battery charger snapped to the track in a convenient location, followed by the installation of its power supply.